How to become more popular at school. Any plans to move out of home yet? What did you look like in high school? What are the biggest tips for anybody starting out on social media? Have you ever been hospitalized? Advice about saving for a home. Whoa, why do girls wipe after peeing? Hello besties and welcome back to my bedroom floor. You know what that means? You know what that means? I don't really know what that means actually. I'm just sitting on my floor and I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys sent in to me, and I have a little microphone to make it more dramatic. I don't know why. This was my little question box that I popped up, and I'm just going to scroll. Where are you from? I always get so confused when people ask me this. Like, is it not obvious in the accent? I think it's so obvious. You know what? I just need to say one word and you guys will know where I'm from.
Crikey.
All right, there we go. What are the biggest tips for anybody starting out on social media? Oh, okay. I have been wanting to make one of these videos for the longest time, and I'm currently writing up the script. Okay, it's taking me a while because I'm lazy as fuck. If you want to start social media, you have to be in it for the right reasons, okay? And I mean this in the nicest way possible, but if you want to be rich, famous and popular, you're going to quit so much quicker than you started, because it is hard out here, okay? Even as somebody who has been doing social media / YouTube for 5 whole years, I'm struggling, okay? And I am not rich, famous or popular, all right? I am just a girl. I have an amazing community. I'm so grateful. But, you know, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be rich, famous and popular. And by hard work, I mean consistent. Like, you have to be consistent. Otherwise, you're going to drop off the face of the planet of the earth and no one's going to know or care. My second biggest tip is to find a routine that works for you. A lot of people fall down the rabbit hole of uploading every single day. I don't believe that's true at all. And I see people that upload every single day and then they're in their stories being like, why am I failing? Why are my views so low? What's going on? It's because they're producing quantity over quality, which it should be the other way around, like quality over quantity. Like, people want to see your best work, not the work that you're just going to pump out because you have to, because you promised yourself that you would upload every single day. Like, that is so unrealistic. For YouTube, once a week. That is the perfect starting point. It's good. For Instagram, I would say twice a week is perfect. People upload every single day on Instagram and I find them also insane. Like, where are they finding the time? Number one. And number two, they're burning themselves out so much. And I feel so bad for them because they're putting in so much effort for nothing. TikTok, maybe, because it's quite easy to create content for TikTok. Like, you can literally just post a photo with the most brain rotty audio behind it and it could get 1 million views. Who knows? You can be quite inconsistent with TikTok. It doesn't really matter. I had a 4-month break on TikTok, right? I came back and I was better than ever. So TikTok, I don't know. But Instagram and YouTube, excuse me, you have to find what works for you. And number 3 is to just start right now. There was a quote I read and it was so empowering. It made my heart skip a beat, honestly. I was like, damn. And that quote was, you don't have to be good to start, but you have to start to be good. And that basically means you just have to start right now. Like, nobody is good at the start. Refine and you learn as you go along, and you pick up new tips and tricks and hacks, and you learn how to edit better, and you just learn how to do things better. But you're not going to if you don't start right now. You know what else? I don't think any of this made sense, but basically, number 1, be in it for the right reasons. Number 2, find a schedule that works for you. And number 3, start right now and refine as you go along. Someone asked how I'm feeling lately. I should probably answer this question because I uploaded this photo on my community page and you guys kind of freaked out. Was I being a bit of a whore for attention? A little bit, honestly. I have been going good, honestly. I've been good, a little bit stressed. That's why I ended up in the hospital. For no reason, right? Like, I'm not stressed because of a relationship or because of a job or anything. Like, I'm stressed because I have anxiety. On a Saturday, a random ass Saturday, I had chest pains over my heart as well. And I'm thinking, I'm a little bit too young for a heart attack. It kind of came in waves. Like, it was nothing, and then it was tight, and then it was nothing, and then it was tight in my chest, and I'm like, okay. And I had a sudden pain in my collarbone, and I'm like, whatever. And then while I was trying to sleep Saturday night, I noticed that my limbs started feeling different and weird. Not numb or tingly or anything, but just weird and different. And like, I'm already diagnosed with anxiety, right? I think it was my mind being like, chest hurts? You know what else goes with a heart attack? Weird limbs. You know, your limbs start tingling and they start getting, symptoms. So I think my brain was like, oh, what if your limbs start feeling weird, Anyway, I woke up Sunday morning. My chest is very, very tight, like extremely tight. And it's a constant tightness, right? In my chest. It feels like someone is sitting on my chest constantly. And at 11 o'clock, I was like, you know what? I'm going to ring my mum. If you don't know, last year my mum had a heart attack. My uncle also had a heart attack last year as well. So it's very fresh in my mind. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, it runs in the family. Like, what if this is my time? And I ring my mum in tears. I'm hysterical. I'm crying over the phone. She can't understand a thing I'm saying. She works it out. She comes and picks me up and she takes me to emergency just to be safe, just to be sure, because I was freaking out. My chest was so tight. I didn't know what was happening. I get to the emergency. They run my bloods. They scan my heart. I go in for an x-ray to check my chest as well. And every single thing came back fine. My heart was under zero stress. There was no sign of distress in my heart. My chest was absolutely fine. There was no sign of any damage or phlegm or infection or anything. I went to a doctor the next day. It wasn't my regular doctor because I couldn't get in to see her. She's so incredibly hard to get into. But I saw another doctor that has a really good reputation. I had to go see her anyway because I had blood test results that needed to be like talked about with me, and I told her about my heart, my chest, my caffeine intake, my lifestyle, the food that I eat. I literally told her every single detail of my life, my medications, like everything. And she was like, I don't see any concern. Like, you're so fine. She checked my blood pressure. She checked all the results from the hospital. She checked my blood results. Everything was fine. Everything came back completely normal. So I'm getting a second opinion by my actual doctor in 2 days. Everyone in that emergency department said it was fine and they had a doctor on call. So I've had 2 doctors' opinions. I'm going to have a third one. And I don't understand. I can only rule it down to either muscle strains because I was trying to do 11 push-ups like that trend TikTok, or I had a panic attack and I went to hospital because of it. So, but I have been feeling good, a little bit stressed because Tyler and I are currently in the process of trying to buy a home. What do you mean? We are really pushing for this. Like, we've been going to bank appointments, we have been going to open homes, and we have been booking house inspections. We are trying to buy a home. We are trying to buy I can't even believe it. But it has been quite stressful because people see my title, my job title, YouTuber, and they run the other way. People don't like that term. People don't like the term self-employed. Okay, people get scared, and by people I mean banks. They don't like it. So it's been very stressful. It's been very hard. It's a lot of knockbacks, a lot of rejections. And I think my heart just had enough. And by heart, I mean my anxiety, because my heart's fine, apparently. My heart is so fine. She's not just stressed at all. Can you imagine the content? God! Me in my own kitchen. What do you mean? Me in my own bathroom? I'm literally so excited, but I can't talk about it too much because I keep jinxing myself. Every single time I get excited and I tell my friends, I tell my family, we get rejected or something like goes backwards, and I'm like, I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth. I'm gonna shut my mouth. So that's happening. And I know a lot of my subscribers don't really watch my Q&As. They're not the most popular thing on my channel. So only a select few of you are actually going to know that I am buying a house soon. It's not official. The housing market is literally crickets. There is not many houses to choose from unless you want some beat up shack. I'm really excited, but it has been very stressful. And I think that's why my body was kind of like, panic attack? Chest pains? I'm 100% putting it on my anxiety at this point, because if the test literally, the heart scans literally came back and said I was fine and that my heart was in zero distress, I believed them. I believed the hospital. So yeah, we love that. Live, laugh, love. I guess that's what I've been up to. Any plans to move out of home yet? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. Thoughts on Michaela showing Anna Paul's birds being neglected and losing feathers? I've got a lot of opinions on this, okay? But I think I'm going to keep it out of my YouTube's ears because I like YouTube. It's very calm, cool, and collected. I'm loving it. It's very drama-free over here. I'm good. My TikTok, however, I have shared my thoughts on TikTok, and I actually okay. In my opinion, those birds deserve better and they should just all be off the internet. Do you think you'll adopt more birds in the future? To be honest, I don't want to because I want Emma and Charlie to live forever, and they will. They're going to live infinite years. So no, I will not be uploading. I will not be adopting another bird anytime soon because Emma and Charlie are going to live forever. Favorite type of iced tea? Peach. Peach. Have you and Tyler ever thought about moving to Melbourne? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. His name is spelt really, really weird, and I will always make a joke about it. Like, I don't know who Tyler is, but I know a Tyler. I would freaking love to move to Melbourne, but have you seen the housing crisis? Also, I don't want to pay like 600,000 to live in a shoebox. I think I would go mad. Like the two birds, Tyler and me, in a shoebox. So maybe when I'm rich, popular, and famous, I will. Whoa, why do girls wipe after peeing? Why don't boys? That's my question. Have you ever been hospitalized? Might have done. What did you look like in high school? I hate my school photos so much. Trust me, it gets better. And the only place your school photos are going to end up is on your mum and dad's fridge. So it's fine. It's okay that you don't like them. Just don't look at the fridge. Is YouTube your full-time job? Yes, and I'm very fucking grateful. Are you and Tyler getting married soon? Once again, I don't know who this man is. Who is this Tyler? Do you wear panties inside those workout shorts? Boy, get off my videos. Get off my video. Alright, we're gonna go over to YouTube now because Instagram got a little bit weird there. Ooh, a lot of advice needs answering here. Holy moly, YouTube delivered. Oh my god. Okay. How to become more popular at school. Girl, don't even worry about that. In all honesty, you don't want to be a popular kid, okay? Because life gets so much better outside of high school. And if popular kid is the only thing that you desire to be and want to be, then life is going to be full of surprises for you, okay? And like, I get it because, you know, they seem like the biggest thing in that point of your life. Like, oh my god, the popular kids, what are they wearing? What are they doing? What do they smell like? They're like celebrities. It's weird. And I get it. Like, everybody wants to be a popular kid. But trust me, when you are out of high school, that does not matter, okay? You cannot put being popular on your resume. And if you do, that's very embarrassing. The real world, especially, does not care. Doesn't give a shit. Okay, being popular is kind of embarrassing now. Like, you peaked in high school? I can tell. What really matters is who you are as a person, how nice you are, and how you treat others. So do not worry about being popular. Worry about those other things. When is Tyler gonna ask your hand in marriage? I don't know who this stranger is. Okay, the joke's getting pretty old now, but who is he? Are you American? Do you go to the gym? No, but I pay for a gym membership. Oopsies. How to make my ex BFF jealous? How to drop fake friends without drama? I've been there, done that. Okay, I have wanted to make ex BFFs jealous, but it is honestly so much better to move on with your life. Like, they're gonna watch and see your life anyway, and they're gonna feel their emotions. They're gonna feel hurt. They're gonna feel sad because they're not in your life anymore. It kind of depends also what happened, whether you did them dirty or they did you dirty, like whatever. From my mature brain, my frontal lobe has been developed now for a year. I would say the best revenge is being your most happiest, healthiest self. And it truly is. Like, I know that's so boring and you hear it literally everywhere, and you probably wanted a bit of an unhinged answer, but being your happiest, healthy self is the best revenge. And they will feel jealous over that. So be your best self, boo, trust me. And how to drop fake friends without drama, literally just let it fizzle. Don't be as available anymore. Don't put yourself out there for them. If they want to make plans with you, say you're busy, you know, or just be straight up and be like, hey, I don't think we're as compatible as friends anymore, but you said without drama. And sometimes people can't take confrontation. They think it's an attack on them. I think it's best to just not be as available anymore and let it fizzle out. And that's okay. Sometimes you get things for your future house. So I was wondering if you have any advice about saving for a home. Not really. I've struggled with saving in the past. I was a very, I'm sad, let me get a little sweet treat kind of person. I still am. But having a partner has really helped, obviously. Like, we are in this together. And we were either surviving on my income and then putting Tyler's into the savings, or vice versa. Whichever one worked better, whichever one had more money or whatever. And we just kind of buckled down because some things motivated us very, very well about not wanting to live in this house anymore. So we were like, we need to save. We need to get the heck out of here. We need a home of our own. We need a space of our own. If you genuinely want something, you will work for it. And I think the biggest thing for us was the motivation to want our own space. Like, something happened. I can't really give you the details, but something happened and it just made us go, oh my God, we need our own space. Someone said, I love your bus so much. I don't have a bus. I don't have a bus. A lot of these questions are all the same. Oh. Did you like being an only child? We have one son right now. Also, would you consider doing more cockatiel videos in the future? The bird content, I advocate for birds. I love bird well-being. I am all about birds. I live and breathe birds, like, especially my birds. I just don't want to be that girl anymore. I don't want to be that girl where people send me their sick birds and their birds on the deathbed being like, what can I do about this bird? Maybe take it to a vet. I don't know. I also hated the death threats. And I wasn't a fan. Like, that part of my life is now over. And I know a lot of you love my bird content. And when I say bird content, I mean educational bird videos. And that's just not me anymore. Unfortunately, that's just not me anymore. But bird vlogs, morning routines with Emma and Charlie, you bet your bottom dollar I want to do those videos 100%. Most of the time the content is quite boring because they just sit there and preen, but there will be more of those kinds of videos in the future. I 100% promise, especially when we have our own home. Especially. And what was the other question? Oh, do I like being an only child? A very 50-50 answer. My situation is a little bit different because my parents did have another child. It just wasn't meant to be. And I know my mum watches these videos, and I'm giving you a hug. Please don't cry. I love you. In my personal opinion, an only child as a child, like me as a kid, I loved it. It was good. I wasn't spoiled though. Like, I still had to work for everything. Like, my mum and dad were not spoiling me with like toys and gifts and consoles. They made me work for it. And I really like that because it made me not spoiled in a way, which is very nice. I sometimes meet some other only child and I'm like, oh my god, you're literally the stereotype. The look. But I had a really good childhood. You know, I had a really close bond with my mum and dad. I had a close bond with my family's kids as well, and my parents' friends' kids. Like, I kind of made my own family as a kid, and it was really, really nice. Like, I had a great childhood, okay? It wasn't depressing, it wasn't sad, it wasn't lonely. As a teenager, it was also fine. I had a lot of like friends to fill in that gap. I learned how to be very independent at a young age, and I think that's quite important for a human to go through, especially when you're an adult. And having that as a teenager taught me a lot of things. But as an adult, I am struggling a little bit as an only child because my parents are getting older now, getting a little bit more frail now. They are still very hardworking people and they will not let anything get to them. But, you know, time is ticking, and like, my dad is planning to retire soon. That is crazy. My mum has had some scares. As I said before in this video, she had a heart attack last year, and that made me terrified and made me worry a lot more about being an only child because it all falls on me at the end of the day, looking after my parents. I think that is so terrifying and so scary. And even though Tyler has reassured me so much, being like, I am here too, like, we're gonna do this all together, like, he is amazing, like, he's not letting me deal with any of this alone, by the way. But still, it's not the same. Whereas if I had a sibling, maybe the pressure wouldn't be as pressuring on me. That's not to say I'm not having a good time though, because at the end of the day, siblings sometimes don't get along. You know, sometimes siblings hate each other and they don't even talk. Having a sibling is not a guaranteed support. You know, at the end of the day, I have to remind myself, like, yes, it's going to be hard and it's going to be a struggle, but I also am not alone in this. Okay, I might not have a sibling, but I have my friends, I have my boyfriend, I have his family as well. I have my family who are my cousins and my aunties and uncles and stuff. I mean, if your son is an only child, that's literally fine. And if he's not an only child, eventually down the line, that is also fine. But like, a sibling isn't guaranteed to be a support system. Being an only child is not as bad as it is. It's scary, but it's not lonely. How long have you and Brody been together? Okay, I genuinely do not know who that is. Oh my god, someone replied back, her boyfriend's name is Tyler. I don't know who this Tyler person is. A lot of questions about what to do after school, what to do about university, you know, how to make friends in school, how to do this in school, like, but a lot of school questions. This video is going to help you so much. Please go and watch it, okay? It's going to help you tremendously. A few questions about merch. Are you guys kidding me? Would you want merch? Is that something you would want? Because I might do it. I don't know. I used to actually have merch back in the day. It was a little cockatiel and a monstera, and it's actually tattooed on my arm. Let me get my arm out real quick for you guys. This tattoo here is my merch tattooed on me. I drew that myself, but I discontinued it because it was really expensive and it wasn't fair. And if I was to do merch again, I would love to either produce it myself or like do a collab or some kind of brand deal, potentially doing my merch. I don't really know. I literally have zero knowledge in how to make merch for myself without it being a drop ship. Is that what it's called? Drop shipping? Anyway, plus I'd love to do like stickers and t-shirts and things like with little quotes. I'm like, oh my god, I'd love to do that, but I have literally no idea where to start. So maybe one day when I, one, am earning a lot more money, and two, actually have an idea of where to start, I would love to make merch. But for now, it is a no because I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's enough questions for today because I have spilled a lot for you guys and might have trauma dumped a thing or two on you guys. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If I didn't answer your question, be sure to check out my other Q&As as well because I have probably answered your question there. If you've gotten this far in the video, I want you to leave a color haven't we done yet? I want you to leave an orange emoji in your comments somewhere because I want to see who actually watched all of this. I'm curious. I want to know. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and be sure to check out my other videos as well because it means the world to me. Anyway, without further ado, I am going to love you and leave you guys. I will see you in my video next time I upload. So, bye.